appreciate your people and what you have. And people means the employees that work here and our vendors. Our vendors help us be successful too. And everybody, figure out a win-win for everybody. Don't take advantage of nobody.
I am so excited to be here with you today. I am in Utah at Paramount Machine, and they've allowed MTD to come in and showcase this incredible facility to you. I look around, I'm with my buddy Steve. Steve is the owner. He started this in 1995, kind of like a hobby in your backyard that you had no idea was gonna start like this. So as you tell this story, let's take a little walk and invite the audience as well. Tell me about the mindset that went into, well, I'm just gonna do this for fun.
Well, I worked in a really great machine shop. I have 7 co-workers there that started shops before me. And I was looking to raise a little more income and decided to start a machine shop, and those guys would feed work to me. So I started doing their work part-time, and it grew from there. I got new customers and they brought us more work, and that's how it all started.
Well, I know what kind of a nice guy you are because I've had the time to spend with Steve, but I want to ask you, what do you think has been the secret to your success, the secret sauce, as some might say, because 95 to now is quite a bit of growth, and I'm seeing some of the nicest machines on the planet being implemented here, so it looks like you're investing in people and technology. Is that the secret sauce?
That is the sauce. Appreciate your people and what you have. And people means the employees that work here and our vendors. Our vendors help us be successful too. And everybody, figure out a win-win for everybody. Don't take advantage of nobody. So.
Well, see, I told you he was a good guy. Don't take advantage of anyone. Let's keep walking because I know the audience wants to see more of this shop. I want to ask you, because it does, and everyone I've talked to here just says what a nice guy you are, what a good person you are. The fact that you drive a 15-year-old truck and yet everything is invested in new machinery. I mean, look at this stuff all over. Look at these tool holders. What gave you the mindset from day one to go, you know what, in order for me to succeed and grow and continue to grow, I need to reinvest in myself, my company, and my people?
It's pretty simple. Everybody knows if you want to compete on the highest level, you have to have the highest level of education, equipment, training. It's not a big secret.
Well, you know, by the end of this thing, I'm gonna end up asking if I can turn in my resume and maybe fill out an application with things like that. So you're talking about the investment in quality, the investment in people. DMG Mori is over here. I see a ton of blocks of material, and I know your CMM department, I mean, you've invested in top quality there as well, but you're more or less and have always been kind of like a job shop, right? So your average batch size is 2 or 10 or 20. How do you continue to develop, grow, maintain when some of them are small and some of them can get up in the thousands? Because I know you have a whole Swiss turning center as well.
It's just the way the personnel is developed out in the shops. I mean, part of being a good leader maybe is understanding what teammates you have, and if you had a 3-point shooter, you'd run your offense as a 3-point shooting team, and these people have helped us develop that. There is a lot of advantage to doing both short runs and long runs. There's education that keeps it fresh on the short runs, and long runs allow you to learn a lot of different methods of making those short runs go better because of what you've learned on the long runs.
That's a good answer. Now I want to keep walking this way a little bit, Steve, because I know the audience would love to see your Swiss machining department as well, because we see a whole lot of milling, horizontal. You've talked about automation. We've talked about reshoring a lot today with some of your colleagues as well. So what I want to bring up to you is that there's a very large audience that watches this show at MTD, right?
Yeah.
For someone who hasn't heard of Paramount yet and you want to maybe invite them to give you a try, the accuracy, the precision, the lead times, the investment on machines, the investment in people, what would you tell the audience that's out there right now that's learning about you, that you say, you know, give us a look, give us a shout, and we'll see what we can do for you?
Well, everybody wants to encourage, people come see us, but we put a lot. The equipment shows up, and that's what we're talking about, and that's the easy thing to see. But the training and the camaraderie out on the shop floor, everybody helping each other out, and there's no set, there's no island, there's no. We're not going to share this information. So those are the things that actually make us really great: is the training on individuals and and the sharing of information and helping each other out is what makes this shop better than we could be otherwise. So.
Have you always been a people person like this? Have you always appreciated others in such a way?
Probably not. You know what? I'm going to tell you, these people make me be that way. I just got no other choice because they're really great. There's really great employees here.
Steve, I know the audience wants to see more of this amazing area you have here, but I also want to pick up the conversation. Now, you look like a very young man, but at the same time, this company doesn't end with you, does it? You have a second generation coming through as well that's supporting what you're doing.
Correct. I'm very proud that the majority of the shop is in their 30s and under 40 and down to the 20s. And it's exciting to see the new things that they're bringing with them and the ideas and thoughts. And that's what's made this place really great is that they're not accepting of, oh, that's the way we've done it forever and ever. Let's fix it. Let's make it better. Let's see what we can do to help us. So.
And you have a couple guys that you've pulled straight out of high school to come be a part of this that are still with you from the early days. Now, maybe not behind your house, but that's just after that,
yeah.
When you moved into your first facility, you started bringing people on, right?
Correct. We have a couple people here that they're actually in their 40s, but they've been here for 20 years, and they started out sweeping the floors in high school. So we are very proud of those people and where they've come and how they've helped us along the way.
Well, Cole and Devin don't sweep floors, do they? They work really hard on the machines, but they don't do that, do they?
Well, once in a while.
I bring that up because they're good people.
Yeah, I would, the broom and the mop is for all of us to use once in a while. So, yeah.
And I still do that from time to time myself.
Correct,
I bring that up to all of you guys out there because when I think about a quality company that I want to share with the world, that I want to share with you to maybe potentially start doing your work here, to me it goes to the longevity of employees and the personality of the person in charge. If the employees are happy, if the investment in quality is there, if people are staying for 20 and 30 years, which is almost unheard of in our industry, changeover and turnover can be quite abundant. That's how I know, and that's why I wanted to share this story with you guys as well. It's pretty cool. So if somebody, now that we've interested everyone, now that we've seen all the machines that you've been playing with for the last 20 plus years, the investment in the high quality, if someone wants to find you, other than just driving to your house, where's a website? How can they look you up? What's the best way to get in touch to maybe place an order or at least have the conversation of working with you?
Well, our website is paramount-machine.com, and that'll get you to a sales order link that you can click on. You can also email sales@paramount-machine.com.
Absolutely perfect. For everyone watching, I hope you've enjoyed this tour as much as I have. It really is a fascinating facility. U.S. company, which I'm very proud to be a part of as well. And we're talking since 1995. The owner, second generation coming, and employees that are happy to be here and talk about what Steve does for them as a whole. So I hope you've learned as much as I have today, and I hope you've enjoyed this tour as much as I have. Steve, thank you for opening your doors. We always appreciate that.
Thank you, Tony. We appreciate you guys too. So.